What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Vintage Collection, we are taking a look at the Expanded Universe Republic Trooper from the Old Republic, the PC MMO game. Now, I have never played the Old Republic, but it does look pretty awesome. I have watched all those like cinematic videos that they release, which I was so thankful that Hasbro did a re-release fan vote. They should have just re-released all of those figures because they were all extremely desirable, but the Republic Trooper won, and I voted for this figure as well because, as most everyone knows, this was very expensive on the aftermarket up until right about now. So this recently showed up from Hasbro Pulse. I'm super excited to finally have this in my collection because it's just a badass looking trooper. You guys know we love troopers here. So yeah, let's take a look at the package here. It is a traditional style vintage collection package. We've got the Expanded Universe logo at the top. We have the Kenner logo down at the bottom. A nice picture of the Republic Trooper from the game. You can see Hasbro Pulse actually sent it unpunched, which is awesome. On the back here, we have a picture of some other figures that were recently available. This is VC-113. We got the Vintage Collection logo right there, and a barcode down at the bottom. This is printed on the thicker cardstock as well, so thank you again for that, Hasbro. Unpunched on a thicker cardstock. Doesn't get much better than that. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna get this figure open. We'll take a look at the accessories and then the trooper himself. And here we are up close and personal with the first accessory here. This is a small little combat knife. It is unpainted, but it does look pretty nice and is kind of unique for a Star Wars figure. This is just like straight up a knife looking thing to me. We also get weapon storage for it as well. Then we also have a small blaster pistol right here, again unpainted, but does have some nice sculpted details. And I'm sure it's probably pretty accurate to the game. Usually Hasbro is pretty great about nailing game details. So yeah, we get a blaster pistol, and that also has weapon storage, which is just amazing. And last but certainly not least, we get this big honkin' heavy repeating blaster weapon here, which I remember back in the day seeing those Old Republic commercials with the Republic Trooper in the trailer just firing this thing off, and this is just an awesome massive accessory here. Easily the draw of the figure outside of the figure itself. But you can see it's got tons of sculpt work, and it is absolutely massive here. Again, unpainted though, which is a little unfortunate, but it's to be expected, especially down at 3 3/4 inch. But it does really feature some nice sculpted details here. You can see the barrel right there. Yeah, everything looks awesome on this and looks pretty accurate to the game. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Alright, and here is the Republic Trooper out of the packaging, looking absolutely fantastic, even for a pretty old 3 3/4 inch figure. This did not really receive many updates. I think the paint apps are probably a little bit cleaner, and the head underneath the helmet does have a photoreal update, but otherwise the articulation appears to be the same, so it is extremely dated in that regard. But yeah, it just looks so epic right here. You can see the trooper can actually hold the heavy blaster, stand up, and grip it with both hands. It is a little bit hard to get it into a more upright shooting position, but still I'm impressed that the figure can balance at least to hold such a heavy accessory that's putting a lot of forward weight to it. So yeah, you can see this is a unique trooper design from the Old Republic era. Let's not waste any more time. We'll go ahead and get this figure off the stand and take a closer look. Starting out with the helmet here, first things first, I do want to say that the sort of like, mouthpiece on here should be frowning down a little bit more. This kind of has like a more smile to it, so it makes it look a little different than the game model. But otherwise, I think it does look pretty good. Got some nice black paint in there for the visor, looking nice and glossy. And you can see the visor is painted as well, fairly cleanly for 3 3/4 inch for sure. Got some nice big ammo pouches on the chest. A huge shoulder piece here. This is all a connected floating piece. What I'm assuming is some sort of Old Republic logo on the shoulder there. And yeah, just some really nice orange details. Really intricate sculpting on this figure though. some different texturing details like that line work there where it's white. And all of the gray that accents throughout the armor here. Just looks really nice and makes this figure really stand out. And the legs here are no different. They continue that same sort of paint scheme, and on the back of the figure you can see, yep, we still have our Oreo canister. Even all the way back then in the Old Republic, they were storing their grenades right behind them. So yeah, I could definitely see some Clone Trooper vibes from this costume, a little bit of Stormtrooper as well, but ultimately does look really unique. And someone like me who is a Star Wars fan, I would recognize that, yeah, this is definitely from the Old Republic. Pretty iconic part of the game, especially to someone like me who never played it. I'm just an outsider looking in. So yeah, the details here are really nice. And lastly, we do have the head underneath the helmet. And while it does feature a really nice photoreal update and does look pretty good, it is so small. Look at that peanut head. Massive peanut head syndrome here on this particular figure. I almost want to say this is a named character in the game, but I don't recall exactly. But the figure just has him named as generic Republic Trooper. But yeah, there is a look at the photoreal head. Definitely a massive upgrade, but still really small, so it has very bad peanut head syndrome vibes. So we're going to put that helmet right back on, and yeah, this figure just looks awesome. So there is a look at the details. Now let's go ahead and get a rundown on the articulation. Okay, so for the head with the helmet on, it can look up just a little bit and look down just a little bit as well. We do have, of course, 360 rotation here and just a little bit of side to side, not too much though. With the helmet off, let's see what we can get out of the head here. About that far forward and just a little bit down as well. Side to side is just a little bit better because there is no helmet on the head. We do have shoulders that go all the way out here. You can rotate them around, and we get a single jointed elbow that gives you less than 90 degrees and does have swivel at the elbow. And we do have two trigger finger hands on this figure. Both just have rotation. There are no hinges in either wrist. So definitely some signs of the really dated articulation because this is just a straight up re-release of an old figure. Okay, ab crunch here. We do actually get a little bit forward. That's not bad for vintage collection, and a lot of bit back here. So nice range of motion there. It does rotate, and we do get side to side as well. Now for the legs, this is the biggest, most dated part of the figure in my opinion. We do just get straight forward and straight back. There is no split range here or thigh swivel. And that brings us to the single jointed knee, which gives you less than 90 degrees, but you do have some swivel there as well. And down to the feet, they go down, they go up. They do not have ankle pivot. We all knew what we were getting into with this figure. It was never promised to have any significant updates other than the photoreal, and that's exactly what we're looking at here today. A figure that looks really nice but has extremely dated articulation even for 3 3/4 inch. And so now, before we go, let's do a couple quick comparisons. I don't have any other Old Republic figures, unfortunately, so I'm just going to do a couple comparisons that I think could work. First up, we have the red and blue ARC Troopers. These are the recent Walmart exclusive re-releases. We've got the brand new deluxe Book of Boba Fett and the Lambent Seeker ARC Trooper. Last for the vintage collection here, we have the Stormtrooper Commander and a regular Stormtrooper. These are from the recent Hasbro Pulse 4-pack. And last for some funsies, here is the Hammond Collection T-Rex with the Trooper. And so there you have it. There is a look at the brand new re-release of the Republic Trooper. It is an extremely dated figure when it comes to the articulation, but it still is a cool looking vintage collection figure. And if you just want to have it posed there on the shelf, he's going to look great. It's also always awesome to get a re-release of a figure that was extremely expensive. So now that it is affordable, a lot more people, including myself, are able to pick it up. So that's always a win for the collector community here. I doubt they would ever make this figure again, so I think this is going to be the only way to get this particular figure if you are interested in picking it up. I would not hold my breath for a 100% new figure sometime in the future. So yeah, that is pretty much my review. I think it's definitely worthy of your shelf space for the vintage collection. It is an interesting and unique trooper, and if you love troopers like me, you probably already picked this one up. So yeah, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series, and the vintage collection here on the channel. If you would like to support us directly, we do offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month. You get access to a custom Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you are a channel member, and also custom emojis that you can use on our videos and in our live streams, which are every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. We also do have merch. If you'd like to check that out, there is a link in the description down below. Thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly fantastic and greatly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. We love each and every one of you. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.